Hey, it's Steve from X-Ray. Continuing my playthrough of Stalker 2 on veteran difficulty, patch 1.2.1 version. And today we're in Zaton and we're continuing the exploration for artifacts. We'll be heading up here to this, I think it's a Hydrodynamics Lab in the northeast part of Zaton. And there's supposed to be 3 artifacts here, and one of them also guarded by a bloodsucker. And we'll be ready for that. And this facility also contains some zombies and a controller, and I believe that it's a good idea to take out this controller because it contains an object that you would use for another side activity much later in the game. So if you're here, you may as well, if you wish to go on that side activity, you may as well take out the controller while you're at it. And there's also a chance to run to a side activity on this bridge. I've been up here before, and there's supposed to be an encounter here and with some bandits, and they didn't show up for some reason. So I don't know if it's like a particular time of the day those bandits appear. I'm not sure, but we'll head up there and see. And then, if time remains, we'll try to end the video by visiting and settling a score with Lex the Legend, who has swindled us back over in the garbage sector in one of my prior videos. And let's talk about my loadout.
I really need some vodka.
So I've got the Zuber and the Saiga still, and this Rhino. This comes. I typically use this against controller mutants. Just I don't know why. It's just because it does a lot of damage. And I got the SSP-100 Discovery Suit, and it took a lot of damage in this region just hunting for artifacts, and I've used up a lot of coupons just trying to repair it. I think I came to this region with about 60,000 coupons, so it's been very expensive to keep this suit maintained as well as with the other items. But I have taken in a lot of loot and hope to cash them in later. And for artifacts, right now for travel, I've got the Pebble, which gives you physical protection, a little endurance recharge, and then this Soul gives a lot of endurance recharge. I also have this weird water, and I'm going to use this to help also enhance it's me also happening the endurance recharge a little bit. We'll see. We'll find out if it does or not. And then I've got a magic cube, which is a rare artifact that will help if we run into encounters with enemies. I'll equip this one to give strong physical protection. Then I've got another artifact for in case I need to carry loot for later. Then I've got this mold artifact for chemical protection. I have another one here called the, I think it's the Traveler's or Tourist Breakfast. And I'll equip both of these once we're in the anomaly field. I believe there's a lot of acid anomalies where we're going. So let's go ahead and get out of here. It's early in the morning. I think it's right after 6. And hopefully it's not a mission coming. So can we set the mark on the map? And of course, if it's a mission, I'll be heading right back. Might just be the sun rising, the reason why the sky has an interesting hue to it. Now, I do have chapters in this video, so if you don't want to see my travel to the mission site, you can skip ahead. I'm showing, in most cases, the travel time it takes, so that way players get an idea of how long exactly it's going to take, so they can plan out their own veteran playthroughs. How's my stamina's recharging pretty well with the artifacts I have. I'd really like to get the Thunderberry artifact because I have one of those in my normal playthrough, and it's basically like having an energy drink. I can imagine it's even better to have 2 of those Thunderberries because I believe they stack very well. And the weird water artifact, I am using that for now, and apparently the way it works is if you it's not showing the drunk effect because you have to start accumulating more weight. If you start carrying an amount of weight that's equivalent to the yellow zone, if you were not using the artifact, that's when the artifact starts showing you getting intoxicated. And I don't know if that's going to bother people on the screen. It didn't really bother me much, but I know it may mess up things like you're trying to use weapons where you're being accurate. Could mess up your accuracy a little bit. So I don't know if it's something you want to carry all the time, and it might be when you get to the middle or late game when you get a better suit that lets you carry more equipment that you don't really need the weird water artifact. I do like the fact that it also acts as a artifact that helps reduce radiation. So it gives you weak radiation protection, so that takes the place of another one of those artifacts where that's the only feature it does, to reduce radiation. So that's been helpful in my loadout. Great artifact. I certainly recommend it. I didn't know what it did in my first normal playthrough. Recharging right now. right now I'm heading up to a bridge that's on our way north to the artifact side, or the anomaly side. And on this bridge, you're supposed to get ambushed by some bandits, but the last time I went through here, it didn't happen. I'm not sure if that's because it's too early in the game. When I'd gone over this bridge, my normal playthrough, it was after I'd been to the swamp region, so I don't know if that's the reason why the bandits didn't appear or not. Now here on the left, I think this is a subject of an upcoming side activity from one of the bandit leaders. So we'll get to that in a future video. Okay, so here we are on a bridge. I'll just show you where we are on the map so far. So we're about so here we are, and we're in parallel with where Lex the Legend's located to the west, and we're heading north here. We're about 300 meters away now. I came up here first time, there were some bandits. They just stepped out, but I don't see them here today. So maybe they don't get out this early in the morning. Maybe they show up later in the afternoon. I noticed there's some activities that seem to be time sensitive. Like there's one in the Cordon that doesn't appear unless you're out at night. It had a bug, in fact, which I discovered. I highlighted my video on the Cordon. Now there's no artifacts over here. I checked earlier. So. Alright, so we're here at the site, and I've forgotten the name. I think it's Hydrodynamics Lab, and I did get attacked by dogs last time I was here, and there's also zombies here. So I'm going to head around the east side of the facility just to get directly to the artifact. We could run into just random mutants out here. I'm going to switch my pistol just in case. My regular pistol, that's I like to, so I don't waste the super ammo on the lesser mutants. Explore that building. And here is our anomaly field. You see, we got several acid artifacts and these bubble artifacts, which are also contain acid. Let's get the scanner out. Make sure there's no way to track it. Sometimes those dogs will sneak up on you. Okay, we do have a hit, and it looks like it's over there somewhere. So I wonder if we can go around here. Must be right here in the center, I'm guessing. I forgot to equip my artifacts. Let me switch them out real quick. I forgot. Gotta eat too. Okay, so I've got these tourist breakfast and this other artifact, so let me switch these out here. Okay, maybe this will give us a little bit of protection now. Man, it's above us? Oh, it did move. Man, it's moving quick, isn't it? Ah, I missed it. It's over there, just moving. I see it moving something. I got it, where it was, let's see. A bubble. Oh, fitting since we're in a enemy. I think that's a zombie that's targeting me. Let me just get out of this range. I don't want to fight anybody right now if I can help it. Okay, I'm out of his range. Must have been a zombie up there, I'm just assuming. Okay, let's see what this artifact is. Oh, so it's... No? Bubble. Oh, here we go, it's green one. Oh, it's a common artifact found in acid anomalies. This one just gives you radio protection. Alright, that's okay. Look, I'm going to switch out artifacts because I know that we're going to run into something else pretty soon. Might run into a bloodsucker, so let me switch out these artifacts. Shotgun ready. Okay, now we have to find a second artifact, and supposedly it's in through one of these tunnels down here, I assume. And I haven't been over here before, so never been back here. I don't know if they're in Also, the guide I looked at for this was before the last couple of patches, so I could be missing something here. Man, it's really dense brush here. Okay, there's a ladder. How about here? This leads somewhere. Maybe back to... Okay, I guess it leads back the way we came. There's a body over here. Okay, this is the second site, and there's I hear those glass shards in here. I'm already crouched. Yeah, and there's this body is Serhiy Dyakonov. He's got a lot of stuff on him. Let's see what's on the PDA. Research log. Let's see what that log says. I'm trying to open it up. My weird wire's kicking in. Okay. Research log. I guess the mercenaries are starting to realize that all the money got spent on this scanner. That was a bit reckless of me, but if the experiment is successful, I'll be able to afford a proper expedition instead of this farce. Then I'll finally be able to pay all my debts. I hope it works. Alright, so. He apparently died in the process. I believe there's an artifact in the scanner. Let's see what we get here. Take artifact. We got a Ciliate. I've never gotten one of those before. Let's see what that is. This one. Uncommon artifact. Oh, gives you medium chemical protection. It says an uncommon artifact, any damage to the outer membrane of the artifact results in a reduction in the effectiveness of its practical properties. Okay, and then radiation medium. So, okay, so another chemical protection. It's very similar to the tourist breakfast, it looks like. So, okay, that's interesting. It's valuable. And let's see. Now my weird water is starting to kick in. I'll go ahead and switch back to this regular one so we don't see that. And eventually, this drunken effect will wear off. Those glass shards here. Oh, the glass shards right here in the tunnel. I didn't see that initially. All right, my bad. Oh, my bleeding. I'm bleeding too. That's gosh darn it. I know I'd be bleeding from that. Okay, and so now we need to find the next place with the artifact, and there's a ladder that leads up. I don't know if it's back here or back here. It said there's another body. So I'm going to head down here further east and see if this is where the artifact is. I'm not sure if there's one up here. I guess I can turn my scanner on. So let me switch out artifacts. What's this? That's nothing. Nothing. All right. Let me switch out artifacts again. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I have this one on. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, good. All right. Okay, this is what I want. So let me get the scanner out. Okay, looks like it's a... I hear a lot of things coming. I guess that's a zombie.
I don't like this.
No, it's a bandit. Oh, there's bandits above me. Oh, they're fighting dogs up there. Okay, so some bandits appeared, and I guess I'll just keep hunting over here and see if I run into the bloodsucker. And I'll be able to fight bloodsuckers and bandits, huh? Okay, I think this is where the bloodsucker is. All right. So I don't have bandits throwing grenades at me, so I'm going to head back over here. I guess they shot at me. All right, so I'm gonna head back over here. So I'm safe from those guys for now. Are they shooting at me? They might be shooting at me. All right, so wonder if there's cover up here. Let's see. Let me switch out my gun. If I can hit him from here. I'm just gonna go up here and see if I can hit him or not. I don't know if there's any cover up here. They're shooting at me. I guess they might be fighting the zombies over there. I'm not really sure. Oh, there's some guys up there. How'd they get up there? I don't know who we're dealing with here. Let me see. So there's some enemies on my side now. I don't have good vision on our sight on who the friendlies are and who bad guys are. These are good guys, right? And they're apparently firing each other across this ravine, so... And they're still alive because I'm still red with them. Maybe I can help out these neutral guys here. Huh, he's not doing anything, that guy. What are they doing? They're just standing there. I guess we got bugged. There's a bunch of guys that are just kind of standing there. It's kind of funny. At least hopefully I can loot those guys later. One of these days I'll get a proper sniper rifle. Oh, these are ward guys. Huh. Not shooting. I missed him. Took a hit. He's got armor on. Ah. They're not throwing grenades at me, at least. Whoa! Death by falling. Yeah, I forgot. I've done this before. Very embarrassing. I forgot there's that manhole there, and I have died in one of those. So I should know my surroundings better. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's see where we're at. I have no idea where we're at. Okay, so I got the artifact, it looks like. Let's double check. Yeah. Right. Well, I guess that took care of that problem, didn't it? So always check if you have a manhole and you're fighting by it, make sure you check to see that you're not going to fall into it. That's the second time I've done that in my playthroughs. So I didn't learn from my first lesson, did I? Alright, so hopefully maybe we won't run into the bandits. I'm kind of disappointed because I really wanted to loot those bandits up there. Oh, somebody sees me. Okay, we gotta do this all over again, looks like. Maybe I can run across the... I'd rather run across the other side. It might be easier to deal with them. Okay, let's see. Let me get my... Moving into position. Cover me. Switch everything out here. I don't want this this one on. This, okay. At least I get more 6-shooter practice. So it sounds like these other guys are up here still. Maybe they're actually gonna fight this time. Okay, manhole cover's right there. And I'm just gonna make sure I don't know where these covers are. Okay, now the ward are fighting. Remember last time they weren't fighting them, so now they are. So at least I have some help. One of these war guys doesn't jump up and go into my sight. God knows I miss. Oh, we're fighting dogs over here, so I'm like, I think I got that one. Ah, I missed it. I think they shot him. I hear some doggies though. Well, who's over here? That's a friendly over there. I can go help him out now. A lot of doggies. Alright, very good. So there's still a red somewhere. You know, it might be that there's a guy over here who's still like got wounded. Alright. Okay, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, let me see. There's a way I can get back there. This side.
Sweep the area!
Can I jump down here? No, I can't. All right.
No enemy in sight. At ease.
Let me find that manhole cover I killed myself, or manhole I killed myself in the other time. I'm going to try to head over there and loot those guys and just at least get their belongings set aside. And then we'll go after the artifact. Yeah, so there's a guy up there who's wounded. That's why it's still red. I think we can get out of here without hitting the anomalies. Yeah, here we go. Get through here. Oh.
I got hit!
Ventar, that's why he's doing so much damage to me. Where's the other dude? Oh, where is he? Over here? Huh. I don't know where, oh, he's over here though. Okay. Did I miss him? Is this the one? It's red, but I don't see. Did he fall? Huh. Oh, he's right here. Oh, there he is. Hello. Alright. You have a gun? No, I don't see the gun here. Okay. I'll just dump everything here I don't need right now. There might be more loot we get later, so let's see. I can use this ammo. Okay, I think it uses the same ammo as my 6-shooter. Right. I think this either. Okay, loot's dropped, and I'll just make a note here. And, PDA, there's some loot here, so I'll forget about later. Hear dogs again. Okay. More dogs. Alright, so I'm going to head down and try to get the artifact this time. I know where it's at, so we don't have to find it. Eat real quick. It's going to be right at the end of this channel where those structures are, those supporting structures. So I remember seeing a body there, and that's where they said the artifact is to be found. But there's also going to be a bloodsucker. I'm going to turn on my scanner just to confirm location. Let's see. Yeah, see, the scanner's lit up, so we know it's over there. Okay, and there it is. Looks like it's the same artifact I already have. This, I forgot what it's called, the moon artifact, maybe. And I wonder if I can outrun this bloodsucker. I might be able to run back to the tunnel, and I don't have to waste any ammo on it. Let me wait for this thing to go up, and I'll go over there and try it. Can we go grab it? Grab everything. Oh, I should have my chemical thing, but there's no bloodsucker found. Okay. Alright, so I guess I didn't have to run up there like that. Alright, well. Good, I'm glad we didn't run to a bloodsucker. And I don't think there's anything else back there. From what I understand, there's nothing else back there. There might be some stuff over here, I don't know, but nothing I saw in any of the guides. So, alright, well, I'm just going to get out of here. I'm glad there wasn't a bloodsucker. Okay, so we'll head back up here. I should have known better when I saw this open hole that it might be something to fall in. I don't know if there's anything in this facility. The guides indicated there wasn't anything significant here. We can go check it out, I guess. I mean, maybe the bloodsuckers up here. Not that I want to find them, but. Oh, he is up there. How about that? That's where he is. Okay. Well, I'm glad we figured out where he was. Here he comes. I see him. Is it two? Oh, it's two of them. Shit. I'm just gonna drop down here. So apparently it's two bloodsuckers. All right, there's two up there. And I don't know if they're hiding anything back there. Maybe I can avoid the bloodsucker altogether. We'll see. He can't get to me down here, can he? If I can avoid him, that's great. I'd rather not waste time and energy on the bloodsuckers. So there's no, they can't get down on that side. So I'm gonna see if I can just avoid them. From their patterns, I thought I saw two, so that's even worse. Okay, they're avoided. Alright, so we evaded them. Alright, so just note over there, there's two bloodsuckers, but I have no idea what they're protecting. Unless they've added something in the last, I hear doggies again. Let me get over here. I don't want to fight the dogs either. Okay. I hear them. I hear the doggies. Am I safe up here? Where are they? Yeah, they're over there. See them. Switch out. I have right pistol set. Which pistol do I have? I got this pistol, alright. I can throw a grenade at them. Is just one? Might just one dog. Maybe it's a respawning dog. I'm just gonna sit here and see if he comes at me. I can apparently jump up there and he won't come after me. Huh. Maybe I can evade him too. Okay, I'll head over here. So I guess there's one dog over there that respawns and will harass people. Let me check my artifacts. Alright, artifacts good. Okay. Right. Oh, I got this gun. I know I had this. Oh yeah, I carried this gun. I guess I'll put some more loot up here. I'll just drop the gun here. I'll remember to come for it. Let's see. Yeah, the artifact I got was a Moonlight artifact. Gives you electrical protection medium. So I think I've got one of those already. So okay, so I got some more loot. I'm just keeping the loot right here because here you see it's a keypad door, and to get this keypad, we have to get it off. I think we have to get it off the controller in there. So it looks like we evaded the dog. So all right, so I'm gonna head into this this structure here. I believe it's a controller here. Let me make sure I got the right my right weapons ready. You know what? I think this is a. I think this might be a zombie guy. I'm gonna just off him real quick. Oh, guess not. It must be a stag guy. You see where I left the bullet hole in his head. Okay. I'll check him anyway. Let's see. Well, you can check him, all right? Just one more time, make sure. Okay, he's got PDA and a weapon. I'll just Roman's PDA scientist stash. Okay, I'm just gonna drop the gun here. Okay, let's check this. See what it's on the PDA. Okay, Hosha Boria, chat on Bromine's PDA. What was that drunk giver she sent me last night? Something about the fat suck you ran into. Straight trap. Sucker's lag tap. We got him wasted. Spilled the means about kick-ass stash. But the door code's but the door's got a damn code lock. So they're trying to guess, and the password's written on some lag critter's collar from the experiments. Okay, that's what I said earlier. So if we take that, apparently the lab collar's on the controller. So let me get my other weapon here ready. Okay, I think our target is upstairs. And wait, there's an enemy right there. So let's let me get my suppressor ready. That may help with this situation. Carried it from my Zuber. Okay. Yeah, apparently one of them issued a threat at me. I'm going to kill you, but we're not. They're not coming after me just yet. Now, if I pop out here, there might be a whole bunch of them that start coming after me. So, let's see. No, not yet. All right, so maybe we can sneak in there. We gotta find the stairwell up. I think the stairwell is over here. And there's also a shaft down here that may have some things in it. We'll do not deal with that right now. I think the stairwell is over here. Here's another one somewhere. Right there. Ah, he saw me, damn it. Okay, now they're all alerted to me. That's what I get for not checking my corners properly. So I'm gonna be coming after me. What good zombies do. I don't know which side they're coming from. This side, there was one over there. Right. Some may come over there too, but let's see. They're all lining themselves up. That's nice of them. Okay, that's that. There's probably more. I don't think that's it. I'm not gonna loot these guys just yet. And our controller friend, we still gotta find him. I don't want, if he sees me first, I'll be. I don't think I have any. Oh, I didn't bring any psionic meds, but that's all right. See, I don't know where his location. Then I can start throwing grenades at him. So let's see. I wonder if I can surprise him. Okay. There's a cage there. There he is. It's right there. He's hit me. Wasn't expecting that. Oh. God damn. He was a lot harder. He was a lot easier to kill last time. See, I get these attacks that can shoot you at range, and I just can't. Maybe I can shoot him from here. Let me see if I can get to him from here. Let me switch out my pistol. God damn. See, if you get too close, he does this attack through walls now. And when I fought him the first time, he didn't have that attack. I think that was a bug in the game. Okay, let's see if we can find him. I wanted to throw grenades at him, but I don't see him up there. I'm gonna have to. There's another stairwell. Okay, I'm gonna try to run around him this time. So he's throwing his attack at me again. Another stairwell here? No, there's not. Damn. I was hoping there'd be another stairwell up. That may be the only stairwell. Get the shotgun ready. Okay, that was good. I'm gonna get it from here. Let me get the grenades ready. Ah, damn it. Hell no. He knocked me down, it's okay. Okay, let's see how this works. I should have brought armor-piercing ammo. I didn't think about that. I dodged his attack that time. He's also dangerous up close. If he gets right close to you, he's there. He tried to hit me, he missed. He's right there to the right. And to the left. He's on that side. Got a deal. Ah, damn it. Just hit me with something. Turn on the grenade on. Ah! One grenade. Ah, it's like grenades aren't working that well. Okay, let me try this pistol again. Man, he's so hard to kill. Button. Apparently you can dodge, finally. Apparently you can dodge his, that mine pull attack if you're quick. Alright, finally got him, jeez. And that was a lot harder than the last time I fought him, and the effect is still hitting me. And I didn't bring any side block, I didn't think about it. And my suit, see its sonic protection is only, well, it's 275. That's pretty good. So I guess those attacks will be much worse. So now if we search him, we get this collar. There's a collar-shaped electronic device with inner metallic electrodes. And this will be a quest item, so you have to hold on to it. I already have one, so go ahead and take it. Now we have collar tag text, a new note. And we're still suffering the sonic effects for a little bit, but you know, it's taking away damage too. It's looking like it's hitting me with some damage. That's all right. So now we'll check the collar and my notes. At least the zombies have stopped coming. Whoops, wrong key. Sorry. Okay, so the notes show collar tag text. Test subject 48, handwritten 24. So maybe it's 4824. Maybe that's the code. We'll try that. Maybe it's 4824. We'll find out when we get there. Okay, let me start looting everybody. We already got the collar from them. And I'm not going to take all this stuff back with me. I'll just store it here and do a looting op later to grab it all. I'm going to put on my weird water so I can carry all this stuff. It's going to have a little effect there. Any other guns here? There's some guns upstairs too. Is there anything up here? I don't think anything is up here. Now if there's a better way to do it, I think he starts off up here somewhere. You saw him, I think he starts off here and you can't really see him initially. And then he will come down after you. So if you wait on the ground floor, and if you wait in the back area where I was, he will try to come after you, which is good, because then you can use him, you can hit him with whatever weapon you want. Now, if you like using shotgun, you use a shotgun on him, that's fine too. Just grabbing everything I can. Maybe there's some other notes in here, I'm not sure. And we'll head over to that door. If there's anything else up here or not. Oh, there's a safe here, look. Okay, a little safe. Not much in it, no. I guess this must be a stash, and there's no armor-piercing ammo in it, unfortunately. If there's anything else in here of value. Huh. This leads outside. I'm not going to go out there yet. I'm going to take all this. Wow, apparently I'm still kind of heavily burdened right now with stuff. Okay, anything else up here worth taking? Okay, looks like the effect went away. There's a gun right there. I knew I missed one. Okay, looking for more guns. Don't see any. Bunch of lockers. Huh. Don't see anything. Sure we got everything out of here. Okay, let's go deposit all this loot There's also a door. Let's try this door code. There's no enemies out here. I think it's 4824, right? Okay, so let's try this to see if it's that's it, 4824. Alright. Open it up, and I don't know if there's anything in here. Sounds like there's an anomaly in here. Maybe it's spark anomaly of some kind. Let's see if there's a stash in here. Oh, there's a stash, okay. But I don't know where there's a spark anomaly. I hear some beeping, but I don't know where it's at. Maybe it's on top of this facility? If there's anything else here of interest. I'm gonna put my scanner on just in case. Nothing. Alright, whoops. Okay, so I'm going to deposit everything in this stash so I don't lose it later. Okay, and oh, there's a GP25 for the AKM. This is an underbarrel grenade launcher. There's some Hercules, which helps you carry additional 20 kilograms for 300 seconds, and some scientific medkits. Good stuff. So I'm going to drop off all this other stuff. Come back for it later. I need this. Okay. What else do I have too much? I don't need that. Okay, I think that I don't need these beers. I don't need this ammo. Okay. I'll take off the. Let me grab some more stuff. All right. Switch out the artifact again. It must be coming from the roof. Let's see. There's some other gear here. I'll come back at this in a minute. Let's see if we can get on this roof. There might be something on the roof here. There's anomalies there. Okay, you can't get on the roof here, so let's see what happens when we get on the roof. Whoops. I must almost killed myself again, didn't I? Okay, so I don't have any artifacts. I thought I had one. I had that electrical artifact, right? And I didn't bring it with me. Alright, well. Let's see if we can figure out what's up here. Oh, took some damage. I don't see anything up here. Huh. I guess these are just here just to act as shit. I'm really bad at these. Okay, I guess that was a waste to head up here. It's just something to freak you out, but there's nothing up here that I can see, so. We'll go ahead and head back down. Alright, so I don't know why they have you get up here if there's nothing up here. Oh well. Okay, sometimes you gotta learn things the hard way. That's some extra damage to my suit I didn't need, but I'm sure I'll live. Alright, so I know I got weapons over there. They'll stay there. I'm going to save my game just to bank all this stuff. Okay, and there's still some more exploration to do here. I think there's some stuff down in this trench. Down here, but we got to find a safe way down there, and I think we can find a safe way over here. I think we go over to this other section. Oh, there's another consumables here. I can sell these later, that's why I'm grabbing them all. Okay, we should be able to get down here, and I don't know what else is over here. I have been over here before, but hopefully those bloodsuckers won't come back here. If they were, I think, due. Let's see how far off they are. They're still a ways away. Okay, we still got that big crane in the way, so. Okay, there's a ladder here. Let's head down there. Right. Huh. This leads out to another field. Is this the same? No, it's a different field. Oh, it's the same field, it looks like. Oh, this is the same field that we got the other anomalies from earlier. See, there's nothing here. So this is how another way you can get to this field to get to the anomalies. I don't think there's anything else over here. I know the guys online said there's nothing else here, so think there's a body at the end of this. Oh yeah, there's a body right here. Oh, you can't interact with it. Okay, interesting. And there's several bodies. Okay, somebody's get a gun here. And somebody had a bead on me. I don't know who. So I'm gonna run through here to avoid their gaze. All right, so there's. Oh, okay. There's a. Oh, you know it's probably a zombie. So he's a zombie is what he is. All right, let me get the other pistol out. Okay, so apparently that's a zombie. And he wasn't waking up for some reason. So he's still carrying his gun. Okay, now he's accessible. That's kind of tricky. And can't loot him. This guy, I guess he's not a zombie. He looks like a static body. You can tell they have that little they have an older. It looks like they've aged a lot. The body's aged more, rigor mortis and all that. So, all right, so there's a zombie down here, and that's it. All right. Okay, not really worth coming down here then. Send back this way because I want to avoid any more hostiles out there. All right. So I think we're ready to start heading back. And from the guides, I don't really see a point in investigating these other items. I don't think there's anything up there that might be stashes. I'll just check the map real quick. I already found. Okay, I need to keep that one. Well, there's a stash over here. We already grabbed that stash. Yeah, never mind. I don't see anything else over here. And again, I'm not doing 100% playthrough, so I'm not going to be searching these other items or other areas. Plus you got the bloodsucker risk, right? So that's not worth it. I'm going to take off my suppressor too and eat. Yeah, let's see. Where's the food? Okay. Yeah, let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and head south, and we'll do this Lex the Legend activity, and then we'll probably wrap up the video after that. So let me see if I can let you go ahead and get him on the map. He's nearby. He's right over here, and then we'll see how far. It's about 223 meters away. And I may try using grenades on him if I can. I don't know if that'll be possible because I think I'm gonna do the dialogue activity. 148 meters away. I don't know if there's any mutants out here. Is there a pathway here? I can't really tell. Looks like there is a kind of a pathway. 100 meters away now. Let me check my artifacts. Okay, I've got the artifacts I want. 69 meters away. I mean, you could, even right now, just throw a grenade at him if you want. But let's see what he does. So I see some guys there. All right. They're green right now, though. I guess if you hurt them when they're green, maybe that wouldn't be a good thing. It might hurt against your reputation. They have to be hostile first, possibly. Okay, there's Lex right there.
Huh? What do you want? Can't you see I'm dealing with the guys here?
A legend, eh? Or should I call you Snag? We had a deal. Your stash turned out to be bullshit.
Fuck! It's that prick! Take him down!
Let me throw grenades at him.
Look out!
Listen up, folks.
Oh,
The
fuck.
mission's about to kick in. Get to your hidey holes and fast.
Okay, now I got a mission. I'm gonna head back to this bunker. Well, I'm gonna head back to the scientist place. I think that's gonna be the closest facility to hide. Yeah, 100 meters away. We should make it. Lex is probably dead unless he's mission proof. Okay, this is our protection right here. Grab all this stuff on here. here we are. Alright. I don't know what other place it was sending me to. I didn't really care. Sometimes it will not necessarily send you to the best place, by the way. So, I don't know if I was able to... Hopefully Lex will be out there later. I'll be able to take his stuff. I guess we'll see what happens, huh? Okay. That beeping is from the spark anomalies on the roof, so can't get around that, unfortunately.
Alright, folks, just hang tight. There's an emission out there.
The person speaking, Sultan, he is the Kingpin that's on this boat, the Sultaness, which is right here, Sultaness base. I don't know what he was. I don't know what they were directing us to. We were right here. No, we were right here. It looks like it was sending me to a location. I don't know. I didn't really get a chance to see. I don't know if it was sending me up here. Where exactly it was sending me, but I don't know. I don't know where else we would have gone. I guess it could have gone here, but there's an anomaly here. Maybe gone here, but there's a bunch of anomalies here. This was the safest spot. I don't know if I kill anybody with the grenades. I was trying to save wear and tear on my guns. As I mentioned earlier in the video, the use of these guns, it's very expensive to run these guns once you're on veteran, the middle to late game guns. Alexan's men also could have run away. They could have run somewhere else to hide from the emission. So hard to say. Maybe I'll run to them again.
That's it, folks. We're in the clear. The emission's over.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back there and see if we can figure out where, if Lex is still around or not, or maybe they're dead. Okay, so I got the swamp trams, name the location. So let's head over there. Let's see if Lex the Legend's tips actually helped him this time. Right, he's the one who's the expert supposedly. If they ran away, I don't know where they want to run to. Maybe they're still alive. I guess we'll find out very soon. I still see the tram out there. Only you got to, maybe I can see them in the distance. Let's see. I don't think the engine will render it this far. Whoops. Should be a little pathway. Here we go. Oh, there's still bodies there. I guess they survived. They survived the attack. That's funny. Only get another. So apparently they lived. I guess the emission didn't hurt them. I'll just use another grenade on them when I get close. Okay. Looks like most of them died. I don't know if that's because of. Oh, there's one over here. Should check my corners there. I didn't see them. All right. So here they are. I guess I'll go ahead and loot them real quick. So they managed to, some of them managed to survive the emission, which is surprising. And they shouldn't. They really shouldn't have survived the emission. They should have died. But I'm not the developer or the QA guy. Another gun here? Something for another gun. And he died over here. There's Lex. He's got PDA. Says Lex the Legend's chat with somebody. I'll make sure I got all the guns. Okay. Got all the guns. Got his gun, right? There's one more guy over here. Over here. I don't know if I got his gun. May have fallen out somewhere. I don't see it here, unfortunately. Let's see what that chat was all about. Lex the Legend's chat with Varan. I killed him back in garbage. So I used some help here, Varan. Snag. That's Lex's real name is Snag. I'm hustling chumps at the flea market these days. I need some muscle. Varan, my rates are still the same. Snag. Cool, just make sure your goons dress the part. Varan, no problem. Just offed a couple of loners yesterday. Snag, and make sure they call me Lex the Legend. Can't let the act slip. Snag, yesterday I had some nosy son of a bitch asking too many questions. That's probably me. I got out, but I've got this bleeping feeling he's not done bugging me. Send a couple more guys my way just to be safe. Varan, you there? Lost your PDA or something? Hello? Oh, and when he sent that message to Varan didn't respond. That's because I'd already taken out Varan, see? So it's kind of funny. All right, interesting. Go see if there's anything else here to take. I doubt there's anything else. There could be a, I wonder if there's a stash. Let's see. Nope, no stash nearby, unfortunately. I think there'd be a stash here. There could indeed be a stash, but any way to get in this boat, maybe? This little houseboat. Okay, more stuff. Medkits, that's good. I need those. And I don't see anything that looks like a stash in here. Fortunately, unless I just walk. As long as you walk by those things, you know, careful. There's a booby. Oh, almost thought it was a booby trap. Ah. I'm gonna fall in that water. It's probably could be fatal. Never know. All right. Okay, well that's everything I wanted to cover in the video. And no bed here, so let me, oh, there's a gun right there. That's the gun I was missing. Here we go. All right. So that's everything. And what time is it in the game? It's, wow. It's, about 9:16. And I might be able to make it, I'm a little too far away from the ship. So I have to kind of hang out here at night if I want to avoid mutants. So I'm going to head back to the base there. So what we did is we headed east and northward from the Sultanesque up to this Hydrodynamics Lab, and we found 3 of the artifacts. And there was no bloodsucker over here, but there are 2 bloodsuckers up here. I'm not sure what they were guarding. And from the guides, I don't think there's anything up here. I'll do some research. If I get that wrong, I'll come back with a follow-up video for what's in this area. And the 3 artifacts, I guess I didn't bring them with me, but you can see them in the video recap. And there's also a controller here. The reason why we fought the controller, in addition to getting loot, he has a, you need the collar for a side quest that comes up much later in the game. He also has a door code to a stash here. There wasn't a whole lot in the stash. I don't remember what it was. We can check back on the video and see. But this area also serves as a protection from an emission if you run into it. So it's also good to clear that out just so you have some way to hide an emission if you're exploring this area. And so I'm gonna try and head back there real quick before the bloodsuckers come out. And I'll be ending the video. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to, let me switch to my weird water. I'm going to hang out there and, see I'm moving faster now. I'm gonna grab some loot that was left over from those bandits we fought earlier and just wait till Morningside and head back to the ship. And let me get up there and then I'll tell you what we're going to do in the video after this. I think the next video we're going to start doing some of the other side activity missions. I did a couple when I started in Zaton, but then I went to artifacts. Because I think it's to your advantage to get the artifacts as soon as you can, because you may find a very powerful one, which I think I did. And could be safe in here. You know, I got to deal with the beeping the whole time. Or if it's less, it's probably less of a beep down here, isn't it? Let's see. It's not beeping as bad down here. So, I'm going to be doing some side missions, and there's quite a few. I'll talk about some of them that I know. I know there's going to be a side quest over here in this canning factory where my friendly bloodsuckers remain. So I don't know if the bloodsuckers are there. I may try to take out the bloodsuckers first. And this is a side quest you do for the ward. It might be that one right there. I'm not sure. And then there's going to be a side quest up here that I avoid this area intentionally. There's a side quest to help out some trapped freedom members. And then I believe there's another side quest to relaying these bandits here. And one of them is pretty controversial. It will allow us to get a new unique weapon. I think there's 2 side quests that will be involved with the bandits here. And I guess it's 4 side quests that we'll be doing. There may be some more. Oh, there's one over here too. We're going to be doing one for the Sultan that's at this ship that's parked over here. I've done this quest before. So that's it for this video. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey, just an update. I just completed one looting run back from the Hydrodynamics Lab. And got back here to the Sultanesque. And just wanted to check on the repair cost.
Okie dokie.
So you can see why I had to
Need
go
something
through.
fixed?
So for my Sega, it was only 850 coupons. Not bad. The Zuber was only 1,000. I thought it'd be much more than that. Discovery is only 4,000, about half what I thought it would cost to repair. So that's still reasonable. I know I've only got 18,000 coupons, but and then the gun here, I use this quite a bit. This pistol, you see it's 800. So I will be able to sell some of the weapons here if I need to. I can't really travel back to friendly vendors yet because that's just not part of my house rules. But if I do start running very low on coupons, I can sell my yellow durability weapons here because that's why I'm doing these looting ops too. So I have this little bank of weapons here that I can sell to the local vendor if I need to. And I can also sell this ammo. I got a ton of ammo, so if I need to get anything repaired, I can still do that. That's why I hold on to this and don't sell it immediately. I could, but also in hindsight, I had a lot of how much armor piercing ammo do I have? I should have brought this with me to take out the controller. It would have been better, but I'm going to definitely take this on the next mission where I know there's going to be a controller, so I'll remember to do that for next time. I think the controller would have gone down a lot quicker, and did use a lot of grenades, starting to cut a little bit back on my stash. I used about looks like well over 18, 19 grenades, including the ones I was throwing at the soft targets, but at least I have them to use. So anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hey, it's Deeper from X-Ray. So I'm still in the Zaton region on the Skadosk, and I figured I'd do a little artifact showcase. I'll just give details and examine up close all 12 of the artifacts I found in this region. I'm going to have 3 segments. First segment, I'm just going to show you the artifacts without much commentary. That way you can ooh and ah at them up close. And then the second segment, I'll go into more detail about the attributes for each artifact. I'll read off the attributes and then explain how useful the artifact has been to my game so far. And finally, I'll review the Zaton region map again and show you where I'd locate all 12 artifacts, give some commentary on that. It just kind of sums up basically everything that I've done in all 3 videos. So let's start with the first artifact I found. It was this harp artifact right here. So let's examine it. Does look like a harp, doesn't it? Make it a little darker soon. Okay, second artifact was a pebble artifact. So a little bunch of gold-like flakes. Emanates some type of radiation or heat or something. And the third artifact, I found another pebble, which is not a bad thing. I'll explain why later. Then, let's see, the fourth artifact, I believe, was a, I think it was this one, this hypercube. And this is a legendary artifact, pretty cool looking. Alright. Fifth, that's a bug. Fifth artifact, I believe, was the crystal thorn. It's an acid artifact. It's making a bunch of like glass clinking, crunching sounds, I guess. Okay, that's interesting. The last artifact I found was this one right here, this weird water. Yeah, it just looks like a bottle of some type of drink, and I can't read the language on it. Roman columns or Grecian columns right there. And that was on the first day, or the first video. And for the second video, I think the first artifact I found was a magma. Like I'm carrying a little egg of hot lava here. And then the second artifact I found was, I think I found this one, the droplets, another thermal artifact. Looks like a orangish tadpole, doesn't it? It seems to be radiating some type of heat. We're trying to see if we can see the heat signature. Yeah, you see a little something emanating from it here against the light. Okay. Then third artifact, I believe, was this snowflake. Hey, you mind, guys? I'm trying to do a little showcase here. Right. Looks like an electric sea urchin, doesn't it? or C anomaly. Alright, that's that. And then in this video here, third video, I found 3 artifacts. And let's see, I think the first one was this one called the bubble. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah, it's not very luminescent. It's one of the least luminescent artifacts ever. It's kind of like just a gelatinous shape of sorts, and it's got a little knob at the end there. You see, it kind of looks like a it's like a gourd with a little knob sticking out at the top. So if I can turn on my light. See, let me turn on my light. I have my light on. We'll look at it again. Yeah, the light doesn't really seem to do much to it. You can see. Just trying to. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Then the second artifact I found on this third video was the Ciliate artifact. And this looks kind of like a cyan-colored cellular organism with red globs inside. Kind of like you'd see in a little lava lamp, I guess, but they're a little bit smaller. Okay, and the last artifact I found was this I think it's a Moonlight artifact. This one's pretty. Looks like one of those plasma globes. Alright, so those are the 12 artifacts, and now I'm going to read the descriptions and explain if how useful they are to my game or not. First artifact was the harp, and so this is an uncommon artifact found in electro anomalies. Among stalkers, there's a belief that if you stare into the crystals of this artifact, you hear mysterious music playing. It has electrical protection weak and bleeding resistance weak, and the radiation is medium. Now, if an artifact has a medium radiation, then the beneficial properties have to be at least medium or better for me, or the 2 properties have to also be something I would use. Now, I don't use bleeding resistance that much. I don't rely on that in the game because I have bandages for that. And electrical protection, I only use that in certain cases if I'm running into electrical anomalies and think I need them. So I don't consider this artifact that useful, and I'd probably be mine to sell it at some point, maybe when I finally get to near the end of the game, I'll sell it to get some extra cash or coupons if necessary. So not really. For me, I'd rate it kind of, I guess, on an A to C scale. I'd rate it as like a C or D, because I just don't think I'd ever have a reason to use it. Now, the next artifact, I found 2 of these, a pebble. And I'll read this. It says, a common artifact found in gravitational anomalies. Despite its imposing appearance, the artifact feels porous to the touch and crumbles under pressure. It gives you weak physical protection, weak endurance. Now, this artifact is very useful mainly because of the endurance. You always want to equip this if you're traveling somewhere. Plus, it has weak radiation, so it really gives you 2 beneficial properties for the price of a weak radiation hit. And it's very easy to counteract with either with another artifact that helps to counteract radiation, or to put in a lead-lined pocket. And so, in fact, I think I even incorporated using 2 of these at some point in my suit's pocket. So this is a very useful artifact. I'd rate it for. I mean, later in the game, it's not as strong, but I'd rate it like as a B plus, B plus, B category. Very useful, and if you have 2 of them, it's even more useful. It almost makes it for the early game, mid game, like an A. So if you can find a bunch of these, that's great. Good artifact. Next artifact is the hypercube, a legendary artifact found in thermal anomalies. So you don't find this very often. In fact, well, I should say again, that's not true. I've found 2 of these already later on in the game, but the full potential of this artifact has yet to be discovered. It emits ultra-long radio waves and has potential applications in space navigation. Now, this has a maximum ability of bleeding resistance and thermal protection. Now, also I want to I should explain earlier what these different properties mean. If, for example, thermal protection maximum, so in terms of your suit, okay, my current suit here at this time of the game has a thermal protection of, you see there's 5 bars for each attribute. And my thermal protection looks like it's about 2 3/4. That'd be 2.75. So from what I understand, artifact that gives maximum protection, it doesn't give a whole bar, it gives 0.75 on that score. So if I were to equip this artifact, and I have a lead-lined pocket here, so I don't get the radiation penalty. So now my thermal protection would probably be around 3.5. Right now it's 2.75, so if you add 0.75 to that, and so I'd probably be about 3.5, which is pretty good. I've used it. In fact, in the video, I think I may even equipped it to help with the remaining thermal anomalous fields I had to go through. So this is a good artifact. I'd rate it like a B+ or higher, just because it's. I mean, it's you'd only use it in certain cases. That's why I'm not giving it an A, because you wouldn't want to use it all the time. So when you need it for thermal protection, it's great. So it's definitely a high-end, an artifact I use quite often. I do bring it with me. Then the fifth artifact I found was the Crystal Thorn, and a common artifact found in acid anomalies, composed of an anomalously hard material unknown to science, with spikes varying in thickness from 0.3 millimeters to just a few molecules, and it gives you weak radio protection. So I would give this one a B, though I don't think I used it much because I already had other artifacts that would give me weak radio protection. So this is something you would use to help counteract the effects of other artifacts that can give weak or medium or even higher radiation penalty. And so I give this a B because it's useful. It's something that you'd want to carry around, though I think I have other artifacts. So later game you probably wouldn't use it. So I mean, this is something that's useful, and you would probably use it if you didn't have better radio protection than what this offered. Then the last artifact I found here is Weird Water. I rate this one an A. I'll read it to you. One of the legendary altered items, often mentioned in hushed tones by stalkers around the campfire. You can't drink this stuff, but strap it to your belt and radiation won't bother you as much. It makes moving around a bit smoother too, although you might go a little weak in the knees from time to time. And this is definitely a tier 1 A+ type artifact, because when you equip it, it increases your maximum weight by 50%. And it also increases how much you can carry in the green, yellow, and I'm not sure about the red zones. Let me see. Yeah, I guess I don't know if it increases the red as much. It looks like it's not. I don't know if it's exactly proportional, but it does give you. Let's see. I can't remember what that number would be right there. But if you're in the yellow zone, it's still really good. This still gives you more than you. I mean, it's still better than not having this type of artifact. And also, it's not present here, but it gives you a little bit of a weak radiation protection, which is similar to this Crystal Thorn artifact. So this is a really good artifact. And now one of the penalties it has, it talks about being weak in the knees if you go a little weak in the knees from time to time. So what happens is, if you move into the 50 area here on your encumbrance, or 50 kilograms, then what happens is your view will suddenly look like as if you've drank a vodka. You're intoxicated. And I don't mind the view. It doesn't bother me much. You do see the screen kind of waver a little bit here and there, a little wavering effect. It can affect your aim when you're in combat, so you do have to be mindful of that. I've learned to compensate for that in some cases, but for long range shots you'll probably miss it. So in fact, in one of my upcoming videos, I think I had to even unequip it just so I could try and make some shots at long range. So, but for traveling around, it's perfect. This is definitely a A-tier artifact, and it's a must-have in any playthrough. I would definitely check my video on finding Weird Water, or any other video, and just learn how to grab this. Make sure you get in. I would get in Zaton region the first thing if you can. And so the next artifact, that's 6 artifacts. Right, yeah, that's this one here. Okay, so the next artifact we got was the Magma, and this is an uncommon artifact found in thermal anomalies. The stone flecks within the artifact seem to possess a gravitational field of their own. This gives you weak thermal protection, and also weak on the weight, and radiation's medium. So what I don't like about this artifact is it gives you weak properties but medium cost to radiation. So you'd probably want to have a lead-lined pocket for it. Now what it does to my weight encumbrance, you see, increase the weight encumbrance only slightly, just 3 kilograms. So it doesn't really give you that great of a weight benefit the weak does, or the weak attribute. And thermal protection is also only if you're running into thermal anomalies. So I'd rate this like as a C or less, because you can always find other artifacts that give you a weight benefit. I mean, I almost rate it like a B- because well, yeah, I'll rate it a C, because you need this medium protection, radiation protection, just to use it. So it's really it's kind of you have to make sure you can be configured to use this artifact. And I don't think I've ever used it at all anywhere in the playthrough going forward. I don't see a reason why I need to use it, because there's better artifacts. So definitely a C or less, definitely an artifact you could sell if you don't need it. Then the next artifact we got here was the droplets, a common artifact found in thermal anomalies. When subjected to a temperature of absolute zero, the surface of the droplets coalesces into an opaque black film and dissolves as the temperature increases. Gives you weak thermal protection and weak radiation. So I'll rank this one a B because it is something, I think I carried around in my playthrough, and it's useful to combine it with other artifacts to help get protection from thermal anomalies if you're searching for artifacts there, or just on a mission trying to avoid the thermal anomalies or damage from thermal anomalies. So it's a decent artifact. It's not something you may want to use late game if you have a whole bunch of better thermal protection artifacts, but I rated it B. I think I may use it a few more times in the playthrough. Then the next artifact we found here was, on video 2, was the Snowflake, a common artifact found in electro anomalies. After touching this artifact, individuals may experience lingering sensations of phantom electrical discharge for several days. Endurance weak, radiation weak. So I give this one a B because it gives you enhanced endurance. That means if you run around, if you're running a lot, you have this bar on the lower left here, this green bar, that is basically your stamina endurance, and when it gets down here, then you can't sprint. You have to wait for it to recharge a bit in order to continue sprinting. So this gives you an increased rate of recovery for that green bar. So I'd rate it a B because it's definitely a useful artifact, but it can be replaced by much better artifacts if you find them for endurance. So I don't carry this around, use it because I had other artifacts already to help with my endurance, but still a good artifact. It's useful if you need it. So not a bad one. It's definitely worthwhile picking up if you don't have an endurance artifact already, and it does return. And if it's the same artifact in everybody's game, I'm not sure if it is. Then for the last day, the first artifact was the bubble. And a common artifact found in acid anomalies. The bubble's transparent membrane conceals a substance that resembles the contents of the fruit punch anomaly, which I haven't seen one before. And this gives you radio protection medium. So this is a really good artifact. I would give this like a B+ or even an A when you find it, because if you equip it, it does no damage to you, and it will counteract the more dangerous or the artifacts that give off the medium radiation. For example, this one here, the harp, gives you medium radiation. I'm already taking some radiation damage right here. My counter's going off, and I put this here. This now will counteract that. I mean, eventually we should see this go off. It's kind of odd. It should go off, but it doesn't. I think I have to unequip it first and then put it back. I don't know if that's a bug or not. But now see, I put it here in the harp again, and now the Geiger's not going off because the medium radiation penalty of this artifact, the medium radiation is being counteracted by the radio protection medium of this bubble artifact. So this, all in all, I would rate it like an A, because if you find it, it's going to be useful throughout a good portion of the game until you find a better artifact. So it's definitely an A-level type artifact, despite the fact it's not that impressive looking. The next artifact here was the Ciliate, an uncommon artifact found in chemical anomalies. Any damage to the outer membrane of the artifact results in a reduction of the effectiveness of its practical properties, which doesn't really happen in game. That they're just trying to add some color or immersion to the artifact itself. This gives you a medium chemical protection and it has a medium radiation penalty. And this is a good artifact. I rate this like a B because if you need to go into chemical anomalies to be around them, this will help protect you a bit, and it gives you medium protection. So it's a pretty decent artifact. I think I use it a few times in the game when I need to get through chemical anomalies, or either had to bypass them in mission or to look for artifacts. So definitely a B. It is a useful artifact, something you want to hold on to if you need it. And I think I have found multiple ones eventually then. Finally, we have the Moonlight artifact. This is an uncommon artifact found in electro anomalies. A single contact with this artifact may inspire certain individuals with a manic desire to possess it. As of now, the underlying causes are yet to be determined. Electro protection medium, radiation medium. This is also a B tier, B+ artifact because it gives you good electro protection. Electro anomalies are pretty dangerous on veteran difficulty. I know when I get hit by one, it seems to reduce my health by up to 90% or more, depending on the level of protection my suit gives me. And I've died to electrical anomalies before early in the game. So this is definitely a really good artifact to have, something I carry around. If you get multiple copies, even better. So that's a review of all 12 of the artifacts, their details. Now I'm just going to go ahead and show you the map, and I'll just do one more review of where these artifacts were found. So the first artifact that I found, let's see, it was the harp artifact I found here in the canning factory, and there's a building here to the south where it was located, where you found the anomalies. Then second artifact, which is a pebble, I found here in Izumrud, and I think it was in the southern section of it. There's a bunch of glass shard anomalies, and I think some gravity anomalies here, maybe some whirlwinds. I don't remember exactly, but I did find the artifact here. Then third artifact was found here in the claw. This is a field, so we'll have, oh yeah, and this, all these 3 sites I found, artifacts will respawn there after a certain time, perhaps an emission. So you can go back here again if you're hanging out in the in Camp Icarus on the ward side. You can come back here several days later after a mission and look for a new artifact. So there'll probably be a different artifact there than the one I found. And here in the claw location, this is has a bunch of gravity anomalies and unusual rock formations. I found another second pebble artifact, which is a great thing because I could wind up using both of them. And then down south there, Cave Network, I believe I found a what was it? It was, oh, I found the Hypercube, the legendary Hypercube artifacts. That was a great find. I was happy to get that because that would help out with thermal protection from thermal anomalies in the future. And then the next artifact I found was a crystal thorn here in this field called Marshes. What happened is I went back to the ship, and then because I tried to find the weird water artifact and failed, and I just started a new session and merged the videos together. So I went to Marshes, found the crystal thorn artifact, and again, you know, it's just a weak, it provides weak radiation resistance. So I already had better artifacts. So I just put it in the stash and left it. And then the weird water. I'd found it here in this location next to the Wandering Light's anomalous area. And the trick to this artifact, you have to get there at 10 o'clock at night. And when you're there at 10, then the artifact may appear in one of these 3 locations. Also, this whole area turns pitch dark and you can't see anything except for a bunch of, looks like a bunch of wandering chemical acid type anomalies that are luminescent. And so what you do is you just have to rotate or between these 3 sites until you find where the artifact appears. And I found it literally within 10 seconds, maybe 10 to 15 seconds I'd found it. It didn't take very long. And then you just head south here and then until you're out of the effects of the field. I've seen also some people say online that if you come here when the effect kick at the 10 o'clock timeline when the light show starts and you can't find the artifact for some reason, then there may be a bug where it won't be there if you come again the next day. So I'm not really sure if you're there and you miss it, you may have a problem. So you may want to consider, if you go here and you're not able to find it, you may want to consider reloading and trying again instead of waiting for another day, just because of the potential of a bug or not knowing when it's going to come back. So then the next artifact I found was over here at this boiler location. It's in the middle, pretty much, I guess it's like a little bit to the, I guess it's to the east center part of Zaton. And this is a maze of thermal anomalies, and it wasn't that hard to find. I found a magma artifact, which again wasn't really that useful to me, but it's something I can sell. It's an uncommon artifact. And I went far southeast to this circus location, and this artifact was fairly easy to find, though I did have to equip my Hypercube artifact because there's a lot of these little 2 different types of thermal anomalies. One of them shoots off a little magma stream that will chase after you. So the Hypercube artifact did help protect me against that. And also, while we're over here, there is another artifact you can get here later in the game. You have to complete the swamps mission. Once you complete it, if you head over here to this little clearing with the rocks, then there's some loners there who, if you talk to them and share information about the swamp, they'll give you an artifact for free. And I can't remember what artifact it is. I'll cover it in my video on the swamps, which is coming up soon. And then finally, and let's see, from the second video, I head far to the west here to this Kupobate Collective Farm, and there's a rock over here where there's a deceased loner, and he had a snowflake artifact just sitting out there right in front of him. So they've got an artifact right here. I don't know if it's going to be another snowflake if you show up there. And the snowflake, it was an okay artifact, but I never used it because I had other artifacts that already gave the same abilities. And then last video, which is this one, I just went all 3 artifacts were here at this Hydrodynamics Lab, and I'll just cover them. There's a acid anomaly soap bubble type field here, and it's fairly easy to find. Which I found the bubble artifact, which gives you the medium radiation protection. And then there's a drain tunnel here. If you go in the tunnel, there's a chamber to the west, and in the chamber we found a scanner. In the scanner there's a Ciliate artifact, which gives you chemical protection. There's no anomalies here. And then over here there was at the end of this channel there was a deceased loner, and then he had a artifact, I think it was a Moonlight artifact, just sitting out, and there's a soap bubble artifact right next to him, which I managed to run into. Now I didn't get a chance to explore the rest of this area. I don't remember what happened. I think I was just too concerned about the bloodsuckers, which happen to be up here, and so I didn't research or you know, this looks like there's a boat here, and there may be something over here. So it's maybe something worth exploring later, because the developers, if I understand, in the 1.31 patch, they did add more items to the zone. So it's quite maybe they put something over here. I have no idea, but it's something else you can explore that I didn't cover in my video. And I believe that covers everything in the Zaton region. So I'll be doing this type of artifact showcase going forward for the remaining regions that I'll visit in the game. And so hopefully you look forward to that. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.